Hello there, welcome to Club Nintendo level 176. We are fresh off the Labo announcement. Welcome, John. How you doing?
Is that how you say it? Labo?
I'm Senate Labo, and if anyone wants to correct me, you're feel free to do so.
I say that like there's any other way to say it. It's
You
probably
know,
not.
Labo,
Labo.
Labo, yeah.
Nintendo
Nintendo
Labo.
Labo.
Nintendo Labo. Oh, yeah.
Nintendo Labo. Yes, okay. Uh, hey, Aaron, how's it going?
Hey, I'm sick, so putting on my mentholatum, make sure I get
Excellent, excellent.
my congestion cleared up.
Well, wonderful. Yeah, being congested is no fun. No fun at all.
I hear zinc is good for colds.
Oh yeah, zinc. Okay,
I don't know if that's true, but that's what I've heard.
I think that's like a heavy metal. I don't know if I want to put that in my body.
Well, it's like, you can go. I don't know. It's like they have you can buy zinc in like the
Yeah, I know you can
vitamin
get
aisle,
just.
yeah.
It's healthy to eat some metals. You'll scrape some
Iron?
cast iron skillets. You get some iron in there.
Yeah,
Is that true? You eat
That
iron?
is a thing. Yeah. That is-
Really?
Yeah.
You eat-
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
cook
look it
off
up.
of cast iron. All
It's
the
healthy
time.
for it's healthy for you. Yeah. You get more iron.
Is that what the iron industry wants me to think?
That's what the health industry wants you to. No,
Big iron.
Go iron. Anyways. Nintendo this morning kind of sent a little message out on the Twitters that said, "Stay tuned at 5 o'clock tonight. Kids and people that still have kid-like joy will be excited for this new interactive experience." Something like that. It's kind of what they said.
Something like that. Yeah. That was,
So at 5 o'clock, go to their YouTube channel, and they've got this like 2.5 minute video, and I hit play, and wow, cardboard is cool again, guys, or fun again. Cardboard is fun again.
Yeah, cardboard has always been cool, but now it's fun.
It's true. It's true. So, Aaron, do you want to explain what this is?
Oh, I can try. So I'm still not sure exactly how it all works, but basically you have these cardboard cutout type things. You punch them out, and then you like assemble them based on what your Switch game tells you, or I guess the tablet is standalone, right? So the tablet will show you how to build this thing. You put it together, and then somehow the Joy-Cons attach to this thing, and then you play a game with it. I don't know. It's insane.
It's wild. So we finally know what those IR cameras are for and those Joy-Cons.
So yeah, I was reading a thing about one of the piano ones where the IR camera like looks at the buttons you're pressing, and it can tell because each button has like a different like code. So you can, for instance, change the buttons and there suddenly become cat noises because you've changed them all to like the cat buttons or whatever, or something like that. So it like uses the IR camera to like look for what you're doing on certain instances.
Yeah, it's totally wild. And there's some hands-on that some press got, and it's fun. It's good. It's like really well implemented. This is like
For that?
a distinctly Nintendo thing. Yeah, The Verge got a little bit of hands-on time today with what they had. They didn't get to build in the piano, but they got to build some other things, and they got to play with the piano, and they were very blown away with what they can do with this thing. Like it's cool. Yeah.
They showed a piano. They showed this robot punching thing.
Yeah. So guys,
I know.
Star Fox Zero, Project Robot's back.
Yeah, I know. I knew you were
It's
gonna
finally
say
released. Project Robot is here, guys. Who's excited?
So the robot, the kid's got like
A backpack.
a backpack, and the backpack is connected to strings.
So you know where your feet move. This is like the best virtual reality ever, right?
He's got like glasses on his face. I don't know if the glasses are actually okay. There's one of the Joy-Con is in the glasses. It looks like, so it's probably pointing at the
detection?
TV.
Yeah.
Or the IR camera looks like it's pointing. I don't know what is going on.
I don't know what's going on with that because there's no screen that you're looking at. You have a headset.
You're looking at the TV screen. It looks like in the robot picture.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
And adults, how tall can you be for this robot costume here?
I'm
wondering if the string you can like adjust the length.
Probably.
I'd hope so.
It kind of looks like it because it goes into through the box. No, it looks like it does because at the bottom where you put it on your feet, you can loop it around as many times as you need. It looks like.
Okay. How dorky would it be if I got one of these robot costume things and someone comes walking to the house like, "What are you doing?"
Playing Nintendo.
Well, the cool thing is, like, doesn't it come with like I don't know if it comes with the markers, but like they're like, hey, color this crap. Oh no, there's a custom. Oh, here's a customized kit you can buy separate, of course. Which is like,
of course.
Yeah, so
pricing we'll get to in a sec because that could be a discussion point for sure. But the general concept, this is toys to life in the best possible way, I'd say.
This is like crafts to life,
right?
And this kind of like makes me think of when I was a kid, you know, and I used to like, you know, cut out things of cardboard, build little things to play with my other toys with. It's kind of like this where you like back then you'd have to like imagine, you know, these things kind of coming to life, but you're really making these things work. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and this is such a huge thing. I know parents, especially of certain ages, they don't want their kids playing with just screens and not getting tactile feedback because that's important for developmental reasons for growing up and being a functioning adult. So something like this, you're building stuff, you're interacting with these physical objects. This is huge, I think, for especially the kid market.
Yeah, one of the things they show in this video is a kid like you build like a gun with it, and you can actually cock the gun by like sliding the cardboard front and back, and they're like the Joy-Con is you know, is like inside the chamber or whatever. So
yeah, there's a full out fishing rod that you can make and fish.
A fishing rod, really? I didn't see
that. So it's bonkers. So
there's like a chicken thing. Do you see that chicken thing? What are they doing with that? He's like doing this, and it's like,
oh yeah,
it's like a chicken.
So out of the bat, this is coming April 20th of this year, and it starts at $70. Now that includes the very expensive cardboard, the game, which will come on a cartridge, and
I see the fishing one now.
That's what you get.
Oh, that fishing one looks dope though.
Right?
The string goes down, and it looks like the string is in the game. Oh wow, that's kind of cool. Oh, okay.
So the $70 set includes
the
5 different ones. Includes 2 RC cars. So basically, you put these Joy-Cons in the cardboard, and you can steer and drive cardboard with Joy-Cons. Kind of amazing. 1 fishing rod, 1 house, and I'm curious what you do with this house. But there is like a house that you build. There's a motorbike with these pedals, like you're pressing down on pedals, I believe, as I saw in the video. And the piano is included in that set.
So there's 2 sets, right?
Yeah, and then for $80, that's the set number 2. That is just the robot kit. That's all you get. You get a robot, but probably much more. I think the game will be more in depth. I think it's the Project Robot game that's going to be hopefully pretty meaty.
It sounds like one game is a bunch of mini games, and the other game is just the robot stuff, right?
Yep, exactly. Now, who's getting this?
I'm gonna get it.
I think I'm gonna get the mini game one, like with all the little.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Yeah, I think that looks cool. At least, I mean, the fishing one enough to me is like, yeah, I'll get that just to try that out. Like, that's.
I want to try the piano out as a music person. I have a real keyboard here, but it just seems so cool.
So I have a little thing about the piano. So of the three toy, they're called Toy-Cons.
Yeah, Toy-Cons.
I played with the piano was the most impressive. This is from a news article. The cardboard instrument includes 13 playable keys when fully assembled. The right Joy-Con's motion IR camera reads the back of each key in order to tell the piano which note to play. The kit also includes cardboard pegs that change the piano sounds. So one peg can turn all the notes into different like cat meows as like an example. Yeah, that's what I read earlier. So yeah,
I wonder if you can record performances in this.
Really cool. I mean, the thing is, like, this is like Nintendo's like first version. Our third party is going to be able to build.
I would love if they could
cardboard stuff.
That'd be great. I also wonder replacement kits. I don't have to buy the game every single time if I want to build stuff again and it wears down.
I'm sure. I mean, what if it's like you buy a kit and they give you a code and it unlocks more stuff in games? Like, when you buy that kit, now you have all the access to that stuff for that part of the game.
I think that would be really cool. Wait, are you talking about like for third-party games? Like maybe a third party could use this? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You have the piano and then you can use it for like for some other game. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know much about how if there's like, I don't know how much backend Nintendo has built into this, but they could do a lot of cool stuff.
They really could. And then also on April 20th for $10 is a customization set that includes
it's crayons and stickers,
stencil sheets. You got all the letters of the alphabet. And,
oh my god!
You got some sticker sheets. You got some tape rolls. The Nintendo Labo tape looks pretty awesome. I might, it'd be fun decorating your desk with that. Maybe,
dude, just go to Walmart.
Yeah,
there's an arts and crafts aisle. Literally, this is just they sampled everything in that aisle and just put it into a box. Yeah,
but I think they're gonna make a fortune off this. This is like the highest markup of everything. It's cardboard.
Yeah, how much are the games? You said they're 70 and 80.
70 and 80.
So they're literally charging like $20 to $30 for cardboard.
I mean, depends how much value. I mean, initially I put value into the R&D of all of this, like that. I would imagine took a lot of hard work.
Yeah, I mean,
but after this initial payout, they're just going to be rolling in it.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, everyone who buys this day one is literally paying for the 2 years it took to make all this stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
So, do you guys notice that like 2 years ago, right? If Nintendo were to come out with this, we would be like, I don't know how this is gonna work.
Yeah,
right?
Totally, right?
I don't know if this is like really gonna pan out the way they think it is. But with
if this
Switch,
was part of the reveal video or reveal announcement, this would have been a catastrophe.
Yeah, yeah. But now that we've seen the Switch and the way it works, and that first year they hit everything that they said that it was going to be able to do. All the games came out, and now we're seeing this. We're like, okay, we don't even second guess it. We just know it's going to work, and it's probably going to be great.
Yeah, it's like so. The Wii was casual first, and then they brought out some more meaty games for people that actually stuck around.
You're talking about the Wii U or the Wii?
The Wii.
The Wii U.
Or I meant just the Wii. I mean, the Wii was
really?
like a casual system, and then they eventually brought some like meatier games to it that, But this is like the right way to do it. You get this big core audience with the people that actually will stick around, and you add things like this to it, which is brilliant.
Makes sense. I mean, this is like the first. Honestly, this is the first like kids thing Nintendo has done in a while. I think it's kids stuff, but I think it scales because I think there's a lot of adults, like some of us included, probably that like enjoy making things and enjoy building things, and will get a kick out of this kind of stuff. And I have nieces, and I'll be sure to get them. If they have a Switch, I'm definitely going to get them this sort of stuff. So I think it's cool to see them kind of swing back to the kids because honestly, last year a lot of the games were honestly a little bit more towards the adults. Zelda. Kids can get into Zelda and Mario, but a lot more adults know that stuff. So this is cool to have.
Yeah, this is such a system seller for like this is a differential of like why would you get Switch over another console besides it being portable and stuff. This is like a really cool.
Switch already had its system sellers. This
is like another one for another whole market.
This is like I don't know. This is very like. Bold. We'll say that this is very bold to put this stuff out. Do
you think you'll see these sold in different stores than just video game stores? Like, will this be on the shelf? Yeah.
Because when I worked at like a retirement home when like the Wii was out, they had those like all over the place because older people could use it and like they enjoyed it. And I think we might see something like that, or it's still. Like marketed towards kids, but also older people, seniors especially, could get quite a bit of use out of things like this.
Yeah. It's kind of like, remember that store, Zany Brainy? I don't know if you guys ever went to Zany Brainy. Like, this is kind of like, reminds me of those sort of like, fun, interactive toys that everyone, like, I went in there even as like a teenager and I just wanted to play with everything because it was, everything was, it had interesting stuff behind it. Like you do this and this happens, it'll experiment. And this is kind of like that. It's kind of, this is the first version. I'm just super interested to see what,
right.
When they incorporate Mario into this or when they, like, is there going to be a Smash Brothers going to have its own little thing we're going to build to go with Smash Brothers? Like, who knows what else they're going to do with this? I don't know. But it's cool.
Does Amiibo get integrated to this at all ever?
I mean, they put the cardboard Amiibo into the cardboard box already of the cereal.
It's true.
You never know.
I love someone to make a 3D printed version of that piano that I can get.
I think the cardboard one would be more interesting.
Yeah,
A working piano made out of cardboard? Yeah. I mean,
fair. Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
So their tagline here is "Make, Play, Discover." So yeah, I'm excited to see this. With the Best Buy Gamer Club Unlocked, 20% off these things. I'm
That's
pretty
smart.
certain, right?
Yeah. I think it's also smart to bring this out in the spring because it's going to give its time to establish itself. And by holiday again, this is going to be like Switch 2.0, like the hot holiday thing again.
Yeah. I
Like,
wonder what other sets they'll have by the end of the year, or do you
oh,
think this is it for a while?
oh, I don't know. I think EA is going to see this in Drool and be like, we can charge people for cardboard, you know? And
Yeah.
I mean, this is like okay, plastic. We can sell plastic figurines. Like
this is better.
Okay,
than
this is
selling
better.
plastic. You're selling paper.
I know. Oh gosh.
It's not that it's bad. Like it's cool what you can do with paper, like origami. I mean, look at origami. That's that's just paper, and look how cool it is. But
Yeah, the question is, do you think that there will be an SDK for this, or do developers just have to figure this out and make their own experiences?
I think Nintendo's going to find a couple select developers and kind of help them along, and then if it works out, they'll go from there.
Okay. Yeah, I want some reviews of this. I want to know what I do with that house. I definitely want to.
Yeah, that house was like, I was like, what?
I want to see what the robot. I want to see if the robot game is a worthwhile game or if it's just a quick gimmick.
Yeah, so what's up with the house? You just drop the controller on top. Like, I don't know what that was.
So the house, you get
It's
one
like a chimney.
house.
You just put.
I'm seeing along with the house some like stands of like a food tray or something. I don't know what this house is all about. It's a chimney. There's a
The
screen
Joy-Con
you
was a
could look
chimney.
in. I don't know. The house is weird. The cars seem really awesome. The motorbike seems cool if that's done. And
There's a motorbike.
there's a motorbike, John.
That's cool.
Yeah, go
The
to
car was a really awesome idea.
labo.nintendo.com or
I'm
labo.nintendo.com.
watching. Oh, I'm watching some of the videos now.
And then there's
Okay, the house. What do? You stick the thing in the side and you push the button on the house. There's a little button on the side of the house. Why is there a button? Okay. The drum pedal's cool. You see that drum pedal?
I did.
Yeah, and it could also be used for like racing games. It looked like you can like accelerate.
Oh,
That's
that is brilliant. Oh, wow, that robot moves. What? Oh, because it
I'm-
vibrates. Oh, that's
Yes.
so
Yeah.
cool.
I just thought of something for like racing games. You can do one Joy-Con as like the gas and the other one as your steering.
Could they have Mario Kart updates for Labo, you think?
Oh, I'm just thinking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think they
Awesome.
would?
I think, yeah. This is literally like printing money, right?
Mario Kart Labo edition. That could be a thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
this has a lot of possibilities. This is hot. Who would have thought, we're starting the year. What's
joystick.
coming out
Wow.
this year? What's coming out this year? Oh,
How
Cardboard.
long do you
Labo.
think it'll be until you can just download and print these yourself?
Ooh, that'd be
cardboard the print on? I
Well,
mean,
like if you were able to like cut out the right cardboard pieces, right? Someone has like a template and you do that, and then for like the IR things or whatever, you would just cut out a piece of paper and just glue it on where it needs to be.
yeah, I do
like-
wonder if someone will be trying to rip these off on eBay
Yeah.
and reprinting the cardboard
Oh,
pieces.
yeah.
And
Oh,
I
yeah.
do wonder if we'll get a digital version of the game we can get in the shop versus just the cartridge. I don't know if that'll happen or not.
I don't know if does that make sense?
I mean, so you just don't have to worry about losing the cartridge. Kids,
I think they would
kids
want-
losing cartridges. I don't know.
I think they
I
want
don't
to
know.
sell the cartridge to try to prevent people from like making their own version, right? If you have like the digital copy, then you're like, I don't have to buy the cardboard. I can probably borrow it or just make my own.
Yeah, fair. Yep. Okay. Anything else on Labo before we move on?
It's cool. It's neat.
Yeah. Was this what you were expecting when you woke up this morning?
No, I didn't know. I mean, when they said the thing about kids and adults, I kind of thought, well, maybe virtual console because, we will enjoy it as adults, but kids will kind of enjoy it because it's new games to them. But no, this is not. This is not even close to that. So,
Would you have wanted virtual console or this?
Oh, I think I'm happy that this is. If I had to have one or the other,
This is different, though.
this is different. Well, it's totally different. But if I had to have if Nintendo had to put all their money in if they only had like 10 people to work on something, I think this would be better because Virtual Console, it's older games and they'll live on and they can always port them one on one. Like, but if Nintendo were to do this, I think, looking 5-10 years ahead, there's going to be so many more Nintendo fans because I remember building stuff growing up. We remember playing video games growing up. Kids might remember, the next generation might remember building Nintendo stuff growing up. So, you never know.
Yeah.
But also, while they were making this, they were pushing back the online service.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Where is it? Yeah, you're gonna get all these people flaming them online, going, "Oh, you've been working on this, but you can't. Where's everything else?" Which is kind of true. You could say that, but you could argue that the people working on this were not the people who are ever going to be bringing you an online service, right?
Right.
Two totally different.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I definitely want probably both of these. I'll probably wait for a review for the robot one to make sure it's a game worth playing.
I'm seeing this picture of the robot one where the kid's like opening the back, and it looks really. I mean, it looks really intricate. It doesn't look like they just like slapped it
You're
together.
building a machine for some of these things.
It's pretty cool.
So, I hope my building skills are up to par here, and
look out for
designed for kids, but
you think there's going to be like a wave of kids getting paper cuts on the news because of this, and Nintendo's going to get sued because of all the paper cuts.
Oh, I hope.
Have you gotten a cardboard paper cut?
They're terrible.
They're terrible. Painful. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, with that, Nintendo had a Direct Mini a week or so ago, and I was very pleasant with the 15 minutes of content they were showing off there. So this is a mini, and I'm just going to roll through the list. Stop me when something screams your name that you want to talk about.
Well, let's talk about what it wasn't. This was not. This was not. I'm not to bring it.
I loved what they showed in this direct. I was very excited at the end of it.
I loved it, but it wasn't the full hey, this is the whole year. I kind of thought
it's the next couple months.
Just the next couple months. So just literally this is just the front half of the year. So
yeah. So yeah, good preface because we have no idea what's happening after May. So World Ends With You. This is a DS hit back in the day, and people are very excited. I have no idea what this is as far as I've never played it, but
Square Enix game, right?
Square Enix, yeah. People are excited.
One of my friends is really excited. He said he played it on DS.
Yeah, everyone that's played it loves this, so I clearly should play this. It's going to have touchscreen controls as well as traditional controls. Pokken Tournament DX DLC, January 31st and March 23rd. Basically some new characters coming out. Blastoise, which is awesome.
Yep.
Finally here. Those Venusaur fans, you'll have to wait. You have to wait. You got Charizard, or
I wonder how active. I guess that game's still pretty active, right? I mean, I'm sure there's people playing online every day.
Yeah, I think it sold much better than the Wii version, obviously.
Did it? Do you think
it actually did? The numbers are in. Yeah.
You think it's more popular now than ever?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
The DLC is crazy expensive. That's $15. That set. That's
for 3 characters.
Yeah, for Wave 1 and Wave 2, it's $15 for 3 characters.
Oh, for both of them? That's okay.
But it's a lot more compared to, say, Smash Brothers DLC was.
Wasn't it Smash was really expensive, wasn't it?
It was really expensive. This is even more expensive, though.
Oh, wow, okay.
You were also getting new stages with Smash, which you're not getting here. Next up, Kirby Star Allies. This is a brand new Kirby game coming March 16th. This is, I guess, probably the first new game coming out for Switch this year from Nintendo. And you got some new abilities such as Artist and Spider, which this game should be pretty great. Kirby games have been good recently, and this one looks no different.
Yeah, I love Kirby. I'm excited for this. But I talked to some people at work, and they were not too excited about this game. They feel that I don't know. I don't really understand their complaints. They were saying it looked like a 3DS game.
That's interesting because I was saying how it looks like one of the better Switch games, that's visually.
What I was saying. Yeah.
I saw a couple screenshots online of people comparing it to I think because they showed it off once before, and it's got a lot more detail. Visually looks a lot better. The lighting's really good. It looks really good. The game visually, I think so.
Yeah,
I think it'll be beautiful. I think. I was always skeptical of Kirby until I started playing my first one. It's wow, this is really great. Triple Deluxe was my first Kirby game, and that blew me away. And I'm always very excited for new Kirby's.
Yeah, they're
Triple
not.
Deluxe was your first.
That was my first
That's
one, Aaron.
insane.
My first one. I own it in. I
That's
first played it in
crazy.
Japanese. If you're.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh yeah, it came
Why
out
were
like
you
5 months early. I was very excited.
Why? Let me ask you this, Tim. You never played a Kirby game before in your life, yet you were so excited for this Kirby game that you imported it from Japan 5 months early.
It was on the eShop, and I just couldn't resist playing a game that much earlier than the
So
people in the
you
States.
you didn't like.
It was more of a
spite
bragging
everyone.
rights
Okay,
thing that
okay.
I could play it early.
Okay, I see.
But it was great. I loved it. Yeah. So yeah, Kirby. That is a game I'm very excited for.
And it's
March.
multiplayer, up to 4 players.
Yeah, which will be all the games pretty much Nintendo showcased. I think are very multiplayer friendly
Yeah, I think you're right.
and on the same system with splitting off, sharing the joy, as you say. So, and Spider looks to be like going to be one of my new favorite abilities, like trapping enemies in spider webs. Come on, that sounds great. Dragon Quest Builders demo is out now. Game is set to release at the end of the month. Next up, Hyrule Warriors Ultimate Edition. This is something I'm excited to dive into again.
Are you?
I passed the Fire Emblem, but I can't get enough of beating people up in my Zelda characters.
But don't you already have this?
On Wii U, I want this on the go. I want to beat up people everywhere I go and have that awesome soundtrack.
I don't think it's really necessary to have it on the go. They are really milking this game.
But also, I never bought any of the DLC. This includes all the content from the 3DS and Wii U and all the DLC. There's a crap ton of content in this version.
Didn't the original one have like a ton of frame rate issues? Do you think?
Yeah.
This one will not, though.
You sure? You think it will?
Positive. And there's Breath of the Wild themed costumes. Like, this is going to be great. I'm excited. This is like, so like of all the games coming out in the spring, or the spring, like Kirby. This is one of the top games coming out. I'm very excited.
I wish they would have ported if they're gonna bring over Wii U games, like I'm cool with that, but like I would have picked a different one other than this one.
They know this will sell. It's Zelda. They just sold Zelda to a bunch of new people this past year, and now people want to beat stuff up with Zelda and Link and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, cool.
Yeah, the music's great. Like I just like it's just a good game to zone out to, having an awesome music blaring, and it's just a very enjoyable game for me.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm very excited for that. Mario Tennis Aces. This is like Take Two from the Wii U game, right, John?
It kind of it looks that way to me. It's a different developer working on it, or it's a different team working on it this time, so it's not the same people. But we just got Mario Tennis like what 18 months ago.
That was like the rushed out the door version. This is the one they spent some time.
Well, this is like they took all the complaints about that version and just kind of literally improved upon it. Like everyone complained how boring that one looked. This one looks really different. Like all the different levels.
Story. First time since the GBA.
Yeah, it's got a story mode. Everyone's excited about that. I'm cool. I'm totally cool with Mario Tennis. It's probably my second favorite Mario sports series.
You want Strikers, don't you?
I want Strikers. Yeah, Strikers. Like, oh man, that game's so much fun. And I think that that and being able to like take that anywhere and like just hand someone a Joy-Con, and if it works out, like the controls work well, like that could be a really fun game to have anywhere.
I love the Mario Tennis on 3DS. I thought that was a really well done game. So, and I believe Camelot did that. So I'm excited to see what they do with this.
Did Camelot do this one too?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty good about the Mario sports games.
Yeah, they did golf, I think, too, in 3DS,
Yeah,
which was phenomenal. Yeah. Aaron, are you picking up tennis? Picking up some matches here?
Probably not.
No. Okay.
Doesn't really interest me. Maybe some other sport. Like if they had like Mario Golf, yeah, I would do that.
Yeah. Online play. Do you think there'll be online play with
slower.
this, John?
Yeah, of course there's online play.
Of course. It's Nintendo.
I'm sure, they're not going to tell us how it's going to work or, anything like that. I wonder if this is the first multiplayer game we've gotten since Splatoon from Nintendo. Is it going to work with the Nintendo app? Like, you think it's got that built in?
I
No.
don't know. I doubt
it.
I doubt it.
Doubt it. No.
I doubt it.
I'm sure we'll have online, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Other than just random
I'm
match.
very excited. So, this Hyrule Warriors, Kirby, got 3 awesome games. Looking forward to so far. We got Super Mario Odyssey February updates. We're going to be hunting balloons and hiding them.
Yeah, this looks cool.
Yeah.
Luigi hides balloons, and you got to go find them.
This looks all right. It's a free update. I'll play it, I guess. I'm not super excited about this, but there's sunshine shades and outfits modeled after Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, that's cool.
There's a musician hat and outfit, so you'll look like one of the new Donk City musicians. And there's a knight armor and helmet.
I'm more excited because this is going to bring a ton of crazy YouTube videos of people doing hiding them in places you never would thought you'd find anybody. Yeah.
We have 30 seconds to hide. So
you got 30 seconds to hide?
You gotta be quick, yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Well, we'll see. Should be cool. Aaron,
are you going to play this? You want to hide some balloons for me? I'll find them for you.
No.
Okay.
This is so weird. This is the DLC. This is.
I think this is just part of a larger strategy. I think they'll have more stuff in the summer, and I think there'll be more.
All right.
I don't think this is the last you've seen.
I mean, it's free, so it's not like you're.
That's true.
It's true.
It's not like you're paying for it.
And then next up, SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy. This is a very fan servicey game. Bunch of female SNK fighters. I don't know. Anyone in this game?
No, I don't really like those kind of fighting games like that so much.
Yeah, I'm with Aaron. Never been my thing.
Next up, Mario & Rabbids DLC Spring 2018, adding Donkey Kong as a playable character and new story DLC. This looks pretty awesome, and once I beat Mario & Rabbids, I will get this DLC. It's a hard game, so I'm not sure how long it'll take me to beat the game.
This looks cool, yeah. Donkey Kong looks really cool. His animations and
the music is in there.
Music, everything. Yeah, they did a good job with how it looks in the presentation. I still don't have this game, so
it's such a good game. It's a hard game.
It doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, you should get this game. It's really solid.
Well, there's another hard game coming out. I might want to get again.
That is true. That's true. We'll talk about a little bit. It's like that. Aaron, do you have Mario & Rabbids or no?
I don't.
Okay. This DLC interest you at all? If you did get the game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that game already looks cool. So, Donkey Kong in there.
Yeah.
Be cool.
If I plug in the Kungas or Congas, can I play with those?
That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be cool.
Yeah, then I'll get it.
We got a date for Payday 2. February 27th is when that is hitting. You get a timed exclusive new character for the Switch as well.
Aren't the masks like matching to your Joy-Con or whatever? You have
yes, I believe so.
Yeah, some crazy weird stuff like that.
The next up, Faye and Celeste, the EA originals coming February 16th, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, Faye looks cool. Yeah. Too bad it's an EA game.
And then Celeste was hitting January 25th. Both EA games. And now we get to the real meats and potatoes. Two very difficult games. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. This was my game of the year, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
I fought vigorously for it. It is a masterpiece. It's like one of the best platformers ever made. Bloody difficult.
Ever made.
Ever made, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
It is one of the best.
Okay.
Yeah. No argument there. And it's bloody. It is really difficult. Like, I threw controllers against the wall, I'm sure, when playing this one. It was tricky.
That's because you didn't know that you could run.
Well, that's true. I didn't figure out
It
the running
took me forever to realize that too, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out I could run. Yeah. But they're making it easier for people that don't like the challenge.
Nah, shouldn't do
Funky mode.
With Funky Kong.
Get Funky Kong in there. You can surf on his board.
He just literally goes to the end of the level, it looks like.
Basically, it's basically if you're just frustrated, just switch to Funky
Just
Kong.
floats along.
It's like the gold Mario, or wasn't there like a gold thing you can get after like 5
suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, after you kept dying, they just gave it to you.
It's smart to add this character because this game is really difficult, and for people it adds a level of approachability to people that don't want the difficulty. So, but I do wish they had Country Returns in here, like a bundle of the original game too.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see.
Or yeah, maybe some more content. I'm definitely gonna buy this and try to 100% again because it's one of my favorites, and I'd love to revisit it. It's 1080p instead of 720p as it was on the Wii U, so it'll look even more beautiful.
Is it 50 or 60?
It I believe is a full $60 game. I believe.
I don't know about that.
But it's a classic. This is like one of the best games from the Wii U.
I might get it if it's on sale, but I'm definitely not paying $60 for it.
Yeah, I'd pay it if I got nothing else to play at the time. It just depends. Like, I'm not going to buy it if I'm not ready to play it right then and there.
It's coming out in May, right?
May 4th. Yeah. You can play it for Cinco de Mayo
in
next
February, like the original did.
Yeah, that's right. It's a February launch title. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of my favorites, so it'll be a good excuse in May to revisit one of the best games ever made. Just,
Okay.
Yeah, refer back to Game of the Year of the year it came out for my
What was that, like
on that.
2013?
Was it that old? Yeah. I don't know.
No, I don't think it was that. I thought it was like 2014 or 15.
No, it's definitely not. Was it 2015?
I think it was.
Someone
Let's
look it
just
up.
look this up.
So Tropical Freeze, I got the Wikipedia entry. It came out 2014.
Okay.
Valentine's Day in Japan.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it came out early in Japan.
It took so long to get that game.
We had to wait a week between Japan and here.
No, I mean we had to wait. The Wii U came out like fall 2012, and it
2012. Yeah.
It took them 18 months to get the the game out. Oh my gosh!
Oh, the glorious Wii U. Now we get
before we get to the last one. I think you skipped one.
What did we skip?
We skipped Ease.
Oh, what's this one?
So Ease 8 is like an RPG. It's a JRPG, and it looks really cool.
This was on PS4, Vita, and PC, right?
Yes, I haven't ever played any of the games in the series, but I've always been interested in them. And it looks a lot like, or at least the fighting reminds me of this other game called Last Remnant. Yeah, looks pretty cool. I think I'm gonna check it out.
Sweet. Okay, last up, guys. The bombshell. Dark Souls Remastered is coming to Switch day and date with the other platforms on May 25th. It's going to run at 720p 30 frames mobile, 1080p 30 frames docked. And this is the first time Dark Souls has ever hit a Nintendo console. Who is picking this one up?
I want to, but I already own this game on PC. The only issue is the PC version is only 720p and 30 frames per second. Now you can do some stuff. You can download some programs that'll make it 1080p 60 frames per second, but it's not perfect.
Like the jumps, you have to turn back to 30 or something.
Yeah. And I don't know if I want to spend the whole $60 just for that
40.
fix.
It's
Oh,
$40.
40. Correction. I will be picking this up. It's only 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 32 if you have Gamers Club unlocked. So
That's true.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You getting this?
I wasn't gonna get it, and then I also found out it was $40, and I said I will then get it and try it out.
The thing that I think sold this to me was someone said this is like a more grown-up version of The Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
is that accurate, Aaron, at all?
Yeah, like so far grown up that it's not even bearing resemblance to it, I guess. Like
similar kind of
this game, you start out and you're like this warrior dude, and you are dead, and you're kind of fighting your way through this kind of hell, I guess you would say, but it's not really. It's just kind of like
are there dungeons and quests and stuff? Or?
There's dungeons, and except it's more like an open world. You just kind of go through and just kind of navigate your way to places. You can always go back to places that you've been to, but you just have to kill enemies and gain their souls, and then use those souls to upgrade your character and try to get through the game. It's really challenging. But also a lot of fun.
I think I'm going to get this Not
You're
just because
not?
it's like a modern Zelda or a grown-up Zelda, but Donkey Kong is a frustrating game. I can deal with some frustration, and I've heard a lot about this. I feel I have to at least experience this. I may rage quit this a lot.
Oh, you will.
I may rage quit a lot, but I want to give it a go, I think.
I've been playing this game for years and still haven't beat it.
Wow.
Is
Just
that
because of
frame rate
like
issues?
no, it's just because of the frustration. I was telling you in a text the other day how long you can play and then you lose everything.
So you
And that
can,
becomes really
you
frustrating.
you lose all your gear if you die twice in a row.
Well, not like all your gear. So if you spend your souls to like upgrade, let's say, like your weapon, you will keep that weapon for the remainder of the game. However, you have souls that you've gained from, killing a bunch of enemies and you haven't reached a save point yet. And so you may have 10,000 souls and you get killed and then you lose them. So then you go back to your last save and you have to get to that point where you dropped your souls to pick them up again. And if you die along the way, then they're all lost.
Do enemies auto spawn so you can grind really easily?
They do spawn. Once you kill them, though, I think you have to go back to like a little checkpoint, and once you check in, then it'll respawn, if I remember correctly.
And there's no bank system where you could like bank the souls into a little locker.
I don't recall that. I'm not aware of it if there is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I feel I have to try this. Like this is a game it's been talked about a lot. People.
It looks really good. There's a really like awesome world that it's in. It's kind of like medieval.
It's not a depressing game, is it?
It's called Dark Souls.
Like it's beautiful and dark. Like it can be both, right?
Yeah, I think it's both because as far as like the gameplay, it's kind of like optimistic because you're like dead, but you're fighting to be alive again.
So like the end of this game would be you're alive. That's the goal.
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what the end is. I haven't
played
finished.
2 and 3 and beat those, or
No. I've only played the first one.
okay. And you haven't played Bloodborne either.
No, I have played Bloodborne, and
Okay.
I got pretty far in the Bloodborne. I didn't finish it though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I think we'll have more to say about Dark Souls as that gets closer because I'm very interested in what that game is. That's gonna be like a brand new game for like every Nintendo person that hasn't had an opportunity to play that.
Yeah, people like me who only buy Nintendo systems. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And this ran like crap on the 360. This will be I think a stable, good running version is what I hope.
I never heard that it ran like crap.
Yeah, on the 360. Yeah, you haven't heard that? Yeah.
No.
So one thing about this game that is really fun is that once you make it to like the bosses are really hard, but you have to learn their patterns and you have to watch their movements and learn how they behave, and that's the way that you.
I think the Zelda comparison
Yeah.
that was made.
So,
At least one of them, yeah.
I mean, you could say that to Mario. Like Mario, you have to learn the patterns.
That
right?
is true. That's true.
Most bosses are patterns.
yeah, like most bosses, but
How's the music, Aaron?
I mean, I would say there are some games you can just rush in, like I'm going to hit a bunch and then like run away and then hit them again. But this game, you can't do that. You get hit twice by most bosses and you're dead.
How's the music, Aaron, in this?
The music's really great. There's not as much music that stands out to me as much as just let me say like the ambient noises are like really good. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, it should be a good little spring here. Got some light-hearted Kirby. Then you can dive into Dark Souls, get frustrated, then go back in the Kirby land. But I love that like the two of the most difficult games are coming out in May. Both like Tropical Freeze and Dark Souls. Like May is gonna be a frustrating month if you want it to be.
Setting you up for the summer,
I guess. Yeah, get good. Any other comments on the Direct?
I think it's good to see Nintendo continue in this more serious or like adult gaming. I mean, you have like the fighting games coming back. Payday 2, I think that's huge, just in my opinion.
Yeah.
To have like this multiplayer like shooter game on there.
I'm actually really interested in Payday 2.
Yeah.
The concept's a cool idea, like a multiplayer heist. That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, they have LA Noire, Doom. Like they're starting to get some good ports.
Well, Raffle, you don't forget Wolfenstein's coming.
Wolfenstein, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Too. So
I expect one more direct before E3 at least, and that direct to be focused on a single game, say Animal Crossing or something else.
mm-hmm.
I think something. Well, I think we'll have a direct focused on a single game. We had one last year. I think it was Fire Emblem focused, but I think we'll have something.
They're announcing Animal Crossing is going to be at E3.
Fair. Then it could be something else. I feel we're gonna have another direct of some kind.
We might. Yeah, it's possible.
It's a long time between now and June.
Yeah.
They like to keep the hype train choo-chooing, you know. Before we end, I just have to fall on my sword and say the Breath of the Wild DLC is amazing, and once you get past the very beginning of it, which can be frustrating, it's freaking amazing. They give you a ton of shrines and like I'm having a blast. It's great. So get it.
Also, I would like to say that I talked a bunch of crap about Mario's controls, and I've been spending a lot of time playing that game, and it's actually a lot of fun.
Whoa!
I just had to take some time to just get used to it, you know.
Yeah.
John,
Hey, sometimes you just play a game and it doesn't,
Yeah.
it's not, it doesn't hit you the right way the first time.
So my trick with the Zelda DLC is I had to go up high where they couldn't reach me, and use my bow and arrow and just pick them off and throw bombs at them and be a wimp, and that got me through the beginning. It's solid. But John, do you have any swords to fall on? I mean, me and Aaron fell on, you know.
No, I'm sure I said something wrong or incorrect. I'm sure I
Did
did.
you like to take back what you said about Donkey Kong 64? No.
Wait, no, whoa, I love Donkey Kong.
Oh, that's
yeah,
a
you're the
terrible
one that
game. I'm the
liked
one that
it.
hates
Yeah, that's
64.
right.
I love Donkey Kong 64.
Horrible
I mean,
game.
it's a broken game, but I still love it. Like, man, if you don't get that, like, remember they hit that like one Nintendo 64 like coin or emblem, and like if you feel like if you didn't do one thing right, you literally had no other chance in the game. It's one of those things like if you do it wrong the first time, guess what? That's it. Like it's yeah, you're never gonna get it. It was that level of infuriation.
They did that in Destiny too. Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
mad.
It's so I hate when they do that, especially when you don't know what's coming. No, I don't know if I have any swords. Do
you want to just mention the Splatoon 2 update and what that means for the Splatoon community?
A lot of balances. It's mostly balance some of the weapons and sub-weapons. A new map came out last Friday. It's really good. It's called Sheldendorf Institute. Really cool. I've only played it on a couple ranked types, so I don't, every ranked, every time you play a mode on a level, it's completely different from Tower Control to Rainmaker. It mixes up the levels a lot. So far it's pretty good. It's a lot of balancing of the weapons, and I don't think they really changed much more than that.
Cool. I'm just noticing the corner of your room, the Splatoon blaster, so you can in real
Can you
life.
see that? Oh yeah,
in real life you can play some Splatoon.
What? You got some blasters?
I got
I see it. I see it.
Mike. Let me move this. Yeah.
Yeah, they need to make a Splatoon Labo.
Oh, you guys haven't seen these. I've been getting these from Japan. These are little Splatoon. They called Bukai from Bandai.
What? That's so cool.
They're little weapons. So here's the Splattershot Pro, the Forge version. Here, you get like the little blasters. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They have like the chargers. They're pretty cool. They only sell them in Japan, so you have to import them from go to eBay or whatever. But they're cool. They're really detailed.
Very cool. Now that reminds me, I wonder how many Etsy shops will open with Nintendo Labos that are decorated. Laboratory that are like decorated in like the most beautiful like painting and stuff that they put on it. I think that'll be a thing, maybe. People decorating them and selling them.
Gonna get expensive.
They
you
could.
You gotta buy the
$200 piano.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's beautiful, John. It's beautiful. Yeah. Okay, with that said, John, where can folks find you on the interwebs?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at John Wesley A, and on YouTube and Twitch at John's Nintendo Carts.
Very cool. Mr. Aaron, what about you?
You can find me some places at AL Rivera 423. But I started a new Twitch channel and I've started streaming on there. It is at twitch.tv/Sage Kinkajou. It's kind of weird name, but Sage Kinkajou. Go look it up.
Very cool. And you can find the video version of the show at youtube.com/TCHATEN. And we'll be back next time for level 177. Thanks for listening or watching. And get ready to make cardboard fun again.